Yes, yes, yes. Um, there is something to be said for creating space in your day, your week, your month for additional learning, for additional training. It's got to be planned in. At least that's the way I feel about it. My wife and I, even as part of our budget, we have money that is allocated towards allowing for um, our audience, or I shouldn't say audience, allowing for us to be able to go and sign up for different things we're training on, different things that we're doing, different things that we are engaging in. And so what that does, it means every month I have some resources to be able to take and spend, but I don't like to use the word spend. I like to use the word invest in myself, invest in what I'm doing, invest in sharpening my skills. Even if it's a virtual conference, even if it's a webinar, sometimes they don't even cost money, y'all. Like sometimes I'm just learning from watching different people that I follow on social media platforms, but more specifically on YouTube. I want to learn how to continue to expand and grow this channel, expand and grow my influence. I want to continue to learn how to move things in the direction towards success, towards my goals. How do I set realistic goals? How am I exposing myself? One of the things that my business coach said to me recently was, you need a group of people that you can bounce ideas off of, a group of people who are in your sphere, who are, it's similar level to you, but they are also pushing in their spaces. They also have crazy and innovative, wild ideas around what it is that they do and what they can bring to the table. And then those ideas, we are able to bounce off of one another and flesh them out. So I immediately went and set that up. One of the things I often say about coaching, and this is the coaching corner, is that if your coach doesn't have a coach, then you need to go ahead and fire that coach, because coaching begets coaching. Therapy begets therapy. Healing begets healing. A person who has healed and has gone through the process of healing, has gone to the professionals to make sure that they themselves are whole, are the best ones who can actually walk you through the process to be able to heal yourself as well. And so these are things that I live by. And so in my own time with you today, I'm not only wanting to focus on the concept of being able to sharpen your skills, have time on the calendar, have money in the budget that allows you to go and fine tune some things, learn some things, sit as a student. Everyone who is growing and moving towards their goals needs to have set times where they are not the expert. They need to have set times where they are being poured into, even as they pour into others. My coach has a coach. Now, that coach that he has is on another level. And I'm not quite ready for that coach, but I have the benefit of my coach, and my coach has the benefit of that coach. And so some of you have the benefit of me being your coach. And that is what it's all about. Setting time aside regularly in your week, in your month. For me, I've actually set aside time even on a day-to-day basis where I get to sit, I get to be in the student's chair, I get to consume, be poured into, and learn. Sometimes learning looks like exposing yourself to what others are doing. Sometimes learning looks like understanding what that option looks like. They say start a course. What does that look like? Well, get involved in being in part of somebody else's course. Get involved in being a part of somebody else's launch. We talked about launches here. Get involved in being a part of somebody else's content or collab or podcast. Get involved in it so that you're exposed, so that you have a frame of reference. A lot of times people come and they ask me, man, I really don't know how to get started. I'm trying to figure out this content platform, this content idea, this thing that I want to share and do, this this platform I'd like to get off the ground. I've had it as an idea, concept in my mind for years, and I don't know exactly where to start. My first question to them is, where are you learning? How are you exposing yourself? How are you getting outside of the circles that you are currently in? And so you can discover the value that is in some of the other circles. Maybe you want to understand what to do and what not to do. Does that make sense? Maybe you want to invest in doing some things that allows you to make sure that you're actually heading down the right path, right? You want to make sure you're actually heading in the right direction. There's nothing worse than not having all the information with which to make a decision. And that is something that you want to make sure you are intimately aware of the fact that I, at this stage in my life, simply cannot know everything. I just can't. It's not possible for me to know everything. It is not possible for me to be aware of everything. So because it's not possible for me to be aware of everything, then I need to simply collect experiences. I need to have in my calendar, in my day, in my timeline, whether it be 15 minutes, maybe you're reading a book, maybe you're listening to a podcast, maybe you subscribe to a news feed, an RSS feed, maybe you're on Substack, maybe you're on Instagram, maybe there's a handle that you follow, maybe there's a search query that you've already pre-configured on X or Twitter, and that feeds into your day and it allows you to consume that content and be informed. But we each owe it to ourselves to ensure that we are learning. Learning does not just, it just doesn't just, as my kids say, spawn out of thin air. Spawn. It doesn't just pop up like, oh snap, I'm learning. No, you've got to be intentional about creating spaces and times in your day, in your month, in your week, in your year where you can learn. And that's what it's all about. This is the Coaching Corner. My name is Kirk Nugent, and we're excited to have you here with us today. We're doing something a little bit different, but that's okay. We will dive right in anyway. And I'm hoping that what I've shared here at the outset, at the beginning of today's video, is useful. Hoping that it is meaningful to you, that you would be able to sink your teeth in, that you'll be able to understand the concept that's being shared. Learning is a gift we each give to ourselves. And setting aside time in your day, your week, your month, specific time-boxed intervals where you are expecting to sit and learn, those can be wildly impactful. Those can be the difference maker for you achieving your goal and you not achieving your goal. Those can make the difference. And that's what it's all about. As always, we want to go ahead and start with a quick word of prayer. Father, thank you for your love, your grace, and your mercy. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for the Coaching Corner. Thank you for those who are in the chat with us. We're few today, but thank you for those who will join us on replay. And I ask God that you bless each one at their deepest point of need. In your precious name, amen. Well. Super excited to see each and every one of you here with us today for the Coaching Corner. And for those that are unaware of what this is, the Coaching Corner is the middle of the middle of the middle of the middle of the middle. Thank you, Kerwin, for being with us today. Doc Bashara, thank you for being with us today. Jim Lawyer, thank you for being with us today. I know there are others of you in the chat, but we're trying something different today. I want to say this, man, the Coaching Corner is intended for you to be able to pull aside for a second and let us know, let us be able to pour back into you. This, I hope, to be one of your times of the week where you are poured into, where you are learning, where you can pause the hustle and the grind for just a moment and sit in the Coaching Corner and allow us to work on your shoulders, work on your game, give you insight and wisdom and perspective that you need so that you can get to the next level. So today we're doing something slightly different. We have changed the chat to where the chat is only available for those who are members. Now we're not going to do that every week, but just for today, we are going to ensure that we are just doing something special and specific and unique for members. And I will actually be doing a giveaway as well. I will definitely be doing a giveaway as well. And of course, we'll be picking someone from the chat for the giveaway. And the reason why I'm doing a members only chat is because the giveaway is a members only giveaway. And so I want to encourage you even now to put your questions in. If you have a question, start it with a Q:, and that will enable me to see it. But yes, definitely excited to have several of you with us, rocking with us for the Coaching Corner. Now, let me see if I can get my screen's right here. Oh, there it is. I had the right one. Let's see. First comment is just from the channel. Second comment is from Jim Lawyer, watching from Ohio, USA. Thank you so much for being with us, Jim. Truly appreciate it. Doc Bashara says, peace, my peoples. Peace to you as well. Thank you so much. Kerwin Bornell is on the live. Thank you so much. I see you with the wrench. It is absolutely amazing to have you in the chat with us today. And again, as I mentioned, if you have any questions whatsoever, please do not hesitate to put it in the chat. And I'll say this, if you have received any value from this channel, any value whatsoever from what we do here, I would love for you to join membership. Membership, again, affords you experiences like these. There's another session that we'll be doing for members. The stream is just for members, so those that are not members won't even be able to see it. But at least here today, you'll be able to see it and engage. Kind of, but we also have some behind the scenes content, some different polls, and early access to videos. There's a loop back video that somebody asked for in the chat one of these weeks, and we actually have done that video. That video is up and it's available. It's been up for over a week and a half now, but it is in the schedule to be released. I don't think it's next Sunday. I think it's the Sunday after that. So, but if you're a member, you have access to the videos as soon as they're posted to YouTube. So definitely want to make sure you guys get a chance to consider supporting us through membership. It's only $9 a month, but it really does help for us to be able to create consistent content here on the channel. So that said, I'm excited for what we're going to dive into today. A couple of things I want to touch on, and they are mainly to do with the latest version of Ecamm. The latest version of Ecamm has been released, and I gotta say, I don't see some of the, oh, you know what it is? I'm not in the right version. That's okay. We can still showcase the right version on my laptop. We can still showcase the right version on my laptop. So we'll put this here, we'll put this over here, get these off of this screen. And I'm probably gonna have to grab my mouse here in a second, but we are just kind of getting set up on the laptop to be able to showcase the latest version of Ecamm, There we go. Now it's open. And let's go here, profile. Let's go to default show. I'm gonna put some things in place. Oh yeah, camera switcher, everything is working. So I am excited about that. And of course, if you are not aware, maybe you are, you aren't, the latest version of Ecamm now allows us some other functionality in terms of an updated sound experience and updated camera experience, where we can actually control our cameras. We can actually control our cameras like as if they're PTZ cameras. Okay. Now I see that screen on the side there. Let me see. I feel like I have a question. I see a Q colon. So let me pause and see if I can get that. Are you able to stream to TikTok live through EVMux, or is it only through TikTok Studio? So the answer is yes and no. Yes and yes. Are you able to stream to TikTok live through EVMux? You can stream to TikTok live through any platform that has RTMP. Let me see here. Yeah, the requirement for TikTok is that you need to have, I think it's 1,000 followers. Yeah, I think it's 1,000 followers. So yeah, I'm reading a post here that says you need at least 1,000 followers. Let me see how old that is. Okay, it's just December 2024. You need at least 1,000 followers, and you have to be at least 18 years old, and you must follow TikTok's community guidelines. So if you have any strikes against you, that will not bode well for them opening it up. It is a feature that TikTok enables on our accounts. So it isn't something that you can just go live. You actually have to have it enabled by TikTok. So if you don't have 1,000 followers, which I don't on TikTok, I can't go live. It isn't a limitation of my streaming platform. It is because I don't have my account or my followers. I haven't grown to the requisite amount with TikTok. So I'm looking at some other posts here. How do you go live on TikTok? To start a new live stream on TikTok from a mobile phone, you can tap create icon and swipe to select live. You can also stream to TikTok from a PC if you have TikTok Live Studio software or access to a TikTok stream key. And that's the piece I'm talking about, the TikTok stream key. If you have access to the TikTok stream key, you can actually put it in any one of the, like this is a restream instruction guide that I'm looking at right now, but you can put TikTok, you can put that TikTok stream key in any one of your streaming platforms as RTMP, and you can stream to it from there. So great question, Doc Bashara. Always appreciate you coming through and making sure we are on the same page. All right, so let's see, which one of these are we gonna do? We're gonna do host plus screen, and I'm gonna see if I can showcase my desktop. Let's see if we can showcase the desktop. No, not that one. Hold, this one should do. All right, here we go. And then we just simply change here. Nope. Let's change here to, instead of camera C, we'll do camera F. All right. So this, if I publish it, is, that is my computer, my laptop computer, and I'm showcasing Ecamm. You gotta love being able to just plug in to the computer and you know, have my computer show up as a camera inside Ecamm. You know, so I'm literally making changes and edits to it right now, and this is the beautiful thing. This is a beautiful thing. All right, so number of new features with Ecamm, and first of them is the Zoom integration. Zoom integration is not on that machine. Dang. As much as I thought I prepared for this, I opened up the live stream from the wrong from the wrong, you know how you have, I have different versions of Ecamm on the computer. So I have it opened from the wrong platform. And so that's why I'm actually kind of stuck where that's concerned. Okay. Let me go back to some comments here while I try to figure out some stuff. So Doc Bishara is back, says, got it. I have like 600 or so followers on TikTok. I can go live from my phone or PC, but I don't have a stream key. So yeah, the stream key is going to be the differentiator. So the stream key is going to be the differentiator. It's going to allow you to do some things there. So Jim Lawyer says, does Ecamm support SRT or NDI camera feeds directly? It does support NDI directly, natively. Sorry about that, y'all. It supports NDI directly, natively. So you're able to bring in any NDI camera that you have on your network. And I have used that feature multiple times recently. So definitely NDI works for Ecamm. Now, I'm told SRT also works, but not, I don't know, maybe not in the way that maybe you might want to use it. So SRT is a reliable transport protocol. It's a network protocol designed to deliver high quality, low latency video across the public internet. Now, it uses a combination of error recovery and end-to-end security to make video streaming possible, even with network congestion, packet loss, and other internet issues. So I guess the only thing, so it does work with SRT, but as I mentioned, not necessarily in the way that you may be asking. But if you're looking to bring in cameras via NDI, it definitely does that. Ecamm has a built-in tool where if this stream goes down right now, like if this stream stops, it actually will allow, even my machine completely restarts right now. For some reason, it just has an issue and it decides to restart. It will actually come back. I can bring the machine back up. I can log back in. I can bring up Ecamm, and Ecamm is going to find that hung stream, reconnect it, and it's going to give me this option. It's going to be blinking in the bottom. I've done this many times. It's going to give you this option to reconnect to that hung stream, or that orphan stream is what I'm trying to call it. And then have you pick right back up where you left off. So that is only, however, if you are streaming to Ecamm directly from, if you're streaming to your destinations, I should say, directly from Ecamm. So a lot of times I'm streaming and I am using a Restream. Even especially for larger client projects, I want some added levels of redundancy. And so that does give me the added level of redundancy, because other people can actually interact with the stream on the Restream side, but I'm still holding the keys to the kingdom on Ecamm. But what that doesn't give me is the ability to recover that stream if something should happen. So if you are streaming using like a switchboard or Restream, I don't know what's going today, but if you are using like a switchboard or a Restream, you can absolutely use those and stream to multiple destinations. The reason why those are positive, why people use them regularly, is because you're basically only having to send one stream. So from my house here in Alabama, I'm sending my stream to one destination, which is to Restream. Now from Restream, it may send from there to 5 destinations or even 10 destinations. And I don't have to have 10 connections to my computer here. And so what I'm doing is I'm actually offloading some of that heavy lift that is required to run that stream. But because Ecamm is a multi-destination platform now, they have built into it the ability to stream to, I think it's 8 destinations. As long as your computer can handle it, it'll work. And Ecamm will tell you, what your bandwidth is for you to be able to know. Let's see here. Will that come up? It looks like it will. Yeah, for you to be able to know. There we go. You can see my screen here, but for you to be able to know how much your destination, how much speed you'll need to be able to stream to that destination. So right now today, just streaming to YouTube, I just have one destination, and it says 15.2 meg is what is required for that stream. But if I were to change that to, okay, well, it looks like you can go to 10. Dope. Ooh, okay. I hid myself while I yawned. But if you go up to 10, you can see now it's saying, hey, you'll need 152, right? Let me highlight that, 152 meg in order to stream to 10 destinations. And my speed test results are 880 meg up. That's my upload speed, not download. Download is not the critical point. The upload speed is critical. I was at my parents' house week before last, and the upload speed, it was killer. It killed me. And so let me turn that off. So I ended up having to just do a 1080p stream and really just stream to one destination. So you always want to check those things. But yeah, SRT would be that similar functionality. But when you say, does Ecamm accept SRT, I just assume you are referring to a different module or a different use of SRT than what I am describing. So yes to NDI cameras, maybe to SRT. Hopefully that's helpful. And I know we went around the bush to answer that one, but I wanted to make sure that we got your question answered. Okay. 12:28, man. Listen, looks like we're doing really good on time. May not actually even go the full hour today because we definitely have less people because it is members only, and that's okay. But I am going to do something for members. So let's go. Let's actually pull that up right now. And once we do this for members, I may just open up the chat for everyone, and then we will get some questions answered and get out of your way. All right, we are going to be giving away a free t-shirt. We're going to be doing a t-shirt giveaway today because I am actually showcasing the new merch page that we have for the channel, for the brand, I should say. And that is merch.kirkrnugent.com. Now, this is the page. This is where you would go, and I put the link in the chat. You can see that now. It does have several of the shirts right across the top in this graphic. This is just an image, but you will see the featured collection here. And the shirt we're going to be giving away today is the How It All Works shirt. It's the How It All Works shirt. This first one right here. I'm going to click it. You can see what that looks like. This is the How It All Works shirt. And so whoever wins, you're just going to go ahead and drop me an email at info@howitallworks.com, and you'll send me your mailing address and your shirt size, and we'll get that out to you. And I'll let you know how you can enter to win in just a moment. Again, this is a giveaway that's just for members, and that's why we're doing the members only stream. In about 5 minutes or so after the giveaway is done, I'm going to make a shift and change that over so that we will be able to allow for the rest of you who are watching that can't necessarily chat right now, so that you can actually go ahead and chat as well. I have actually not done that live before, meaning I've not changed the settings for the stream while live, but I think this will be a first. And so let's see how this goes. Let's go back to here. Not that. All right. Yeah, let's go back to the studio. We're figuring some things out while we go. All right. So the way that you can, man, this that loop back video already has several views on it. It's crazy. Aha, I think I can change it. So we will see. But the way that you can enter to win, is by simply putting your name in the chat. I see that there's 9 of you watching right now. So all you got to do is, you don't have to put your name in the chat. You can just put a 1 in the chat. I am watching on my phone the live stream right now. And what I will do is take a screenshot, and whoever's name is at the bottom of the chat, when I take that screenshot, that is the person who is going to win. So I'm hoping that you guys are hearing me, hoping that you guys are paying attention. So I will put a 1 in the chat as well. But that's just to kind of prime the pump so you can kind of see what it looks like. Oh, Jim Lawyer's got a 1 in the chat. And so here's the thing that I want you to know. You will want to keep putting 1s in the chat until I take the screenshot. I'm getting ready to take the screenshot in just a minute here, but you want to just keep on putting 1s in the chat until I take the screenshot. So what I would recommend you do is get that 1 in your copy buffer and just keep on putting 1 in the chat. Now I'm going to stop doing that because I don't want to accidentally win. But that is the idea. And I know that we really just have 2 people chatting right now. So it's just between the 2 of you, and that's fine. I wanted to do something special and unique for members today, and that's what it's going to be. And so I'm seeing the chats coming in. Doc Bashara is there. Jim Lawyer is there. I know there are others who are members that are watching. And again, while you guys are doing that, let me go ahead and put the screen back up for so that you can see what you're going to win. You're going to win this t-shirt from merch.kirkrnugent.com, and that's what you will win. So here we go. There's 10 people in the chat. I'm going to count it down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I took my screenshot. And I think I know who the winner is. I think I do. Yeah, I'm pretty certain I do. The screenshot, I thought I knew who it was, but it actually was Dr. Bashara Wilson. Doc Bashara Wilson. Actually, hold on. Well, it's Dr. Bashara. I just was looking at it like, wait, is that an I or a 1? It looks like it's an I, but Doc Bashara Wilson, you are the screenshot that I have on my screen here, and you are our winner for the How It All Works t-shirt. And that is something that we're excited to be able to send out to you for, something that we wanted to do nice just for members, YouTube members, that is. Hopefully you guys are finding value from the content that we put on this channel, and the value that you are receiving would make sense, is the term I'm looking for, that it would make sense for you to be able to join us in membership. Okay, so Doc Bashara, take a second. Drop us an email at info@howitallworks. I will put that in the chat as well. Drop an email in there. Send us an email with your mailing address and your t-shirt size, and we'll try and get one out to you ASAP. Your mailing address and your t-shirt size, and we'll try and get one out to you ASAP. All right. And with that said, we are going to make a change to our video and open it up for anyone to chat now. And let's see what happens now that we've opened it up for everyone to chat. You see, you didn't know you could do that, huh? You didn't know you could do that. But yeah, so now we've opened up for everybody to chat. I will see if there are any further questions. When we talk about doing a making sure that that learning is a part of your everyday rhythm, making sure that learning is part of what you do, that you're looking, you become sensitive to the opportunities to learn that are all around you. Learning comes in every shape and size. And I learn stuff from my kids all the time. I had no idea certain things were a thing until my kids told me. So I'm learning. I'm learning that these are the kinds of things that you once you become sensitive to them, you start to see them everywhere. You start to see learning opportunities in everything. You start to begin recognizing like, oh, I've been exposed to that. I did learn that. I'm excited for that. And when we set ourselves up, when we put together a calendar and we set ourselves up to be able to have those kinds of experiences, it can be transformative. It can make the difference in stepping methodically and systematically towards your goals, or being stuck and being stagnant. Sometimes it's by seeing life through the eyes of others, by understanding their perspectives. I wonder why he did that. I wonder why she did that. I wonder why they put it over here. Why did they? Oh, that's different. Somebody today may have been watching, and David Hunt, you thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us today. But somebody, like when you buy a car, you see that car everywhere. Yes, that is true. That is so true. But somebody today may be watching and saying to themselves, I didn't know you could do member only chat on a live stream on YouTube. And I definitely did not know you could change it from member only chat to anyone in the middle of a live stream. Definitely didn't know you could do that. And it's just by you being here. That wasn't something I was trying to teach today. That's just something that I was doing today. But it's just by you being here that you now recognize, I'm learning. Michael Drummond is asking one of my favorite questions on the planet, and that is, please drop a link to engage you for coaching. Absolutely. Here we go. I think that's it, but I want to, before I hit the enter button, I want to make sure I send you to the right place. Boom. So that's the link, Michael Drummond. And I want to say thank you for the question. Thank you for the question. Definitely coaching clients my coaching clients get access to the Workers Warehouse, which is pretty much everything that I've ever created, every digital download that I have available. And they get access to, the community, the backstage stuff. Of course, you get a chance to engage with me in your regular coaching sessions, whatever frequency you choose when you decide to be a coaching client. But those are the things that you get access to. And if you have any questions whatsoever, the link that I just pasted in will take you to the Book Me page on my site. Let me go to the screen here. You can see that's the page it's going to take you to. You can do a discovery call. You can just grab a session, right? A one-off session, maybe, because for a lot of people, they just want to do one session. But if you'd like to engage in regular coaching, go down to the bottom and go to where it says consider coaching. When you click that, it's going to bring you to an actual process. Wow. Oh, okay. That's just my headphones. I thought it was coming through the live stream. But it's going to allow you to go through the process, do the introductory coaching discovery call, have your follow-up session, select one of the options, and then you'll be already added to the Workers Warehouse. So everything is there, and excited to be able to see what you decide to do. Oh, he says, what's with the antiquated way of selecting winners? I thought you were a Stream Alive guy. I do Stream Alive. Yes. But I definitely use other means and methods from time to time. And today, because I had Stream Alive set up for something else, I did not use Stream Alive. But yeah, that's a good point. Great observation. Every now and again, I do like to use the antiquated way because, sometimes it's good to just select somebody from the chat. I also didn't want to prolong the giveaway because I wanted to open up the chat for everyone to be able to speak and to engage. So the beginning portion of the stream is just for members, and the rest of it, of course, being for everyone. And I want to say yet again, congratulations to Dr. Bishara for being the winner for today's giveaway. 604-852-CAFE says, greetings from Vancouver. Well, you didn't say Vancouver, but I know you're in Vancouver because you've come so many different times, and we're excited to have you today. David Hunt says, what up? I see you, I see you, I see you. Recency bias is what David was talking about. I see you. David's like, you beat me to it. You beat me to it. Yeah, I put it in there. So now David is starting to listen. Now he's starting to listen. He was recognizing that, wait a minute, there was a giveaway. Yes, there was a giveaway. We did a giveaway of the How It All Works t-shirt. Let's go back to the screen. We did a giveaway of this t-shirt right here, and Doc Bashara was our winner. We did a giveaway just for members on the channel, and it was a lot of fun. And looking forward to engaging even further. All right. Well, the only challenge for me today is because of the presentation I did earlier. So I was a speaker at the Digital Stage Summit. And for those that are not aware, man, we have been having a blast at the Digital Stage Summit. A lot of different people are presenting, but yeah, because I was a presenter there today, I had some things set up in Ecamm for that. And because I had that set up, I did not change them back before going live. And with that faux pas, with that oversight, it's excluding me from showcasing some of the functionality in Ecamm that I had ready for us to do today. No, it was not. It was not the duck race, David. It was just the screenshot giveaway. Just did the screenshot giveaway. Yeah. Listen, not everybody can't come every time. I mean, Florence is not here. Tracy's not here. I mean, Yolanda's not. There's a lot of people who are not here right now. So it's a-okay. But every now and again, we're going to be doing these. We're going to open it up just for members to be able to gain access to some of the things that we're doing. So hopefully that answers your question. Let me see. We got 10 people on the live still. Still got about 18 minutes to go in the live stream. Any questions whatsoever? So this past week, we put out a video highlighting a new feature in StreamYard, and the video has done well. It's called image sharing. So if you got a chance to check out that video and you have questions about the feature, I would love to be able to engage with you around that. There's 3 new features that StreamYard came out with recently. One of them is image sharing. The other is scenes, but the last one is, what's it called? AI clips. So they're doing a little more with clips. I thought that was interesting. So I am going to, let's see if I can find, let's do this one. So if I click on this video, it's going to automatically start playing. Let's pause it. Now you can see down here, the AI clips beta. You can see that it says find key moments from your recording, easily repurpose reels. And it does say that it's in beta. Now I'm going to hit the generate button. Okay. All right. I just heard a voice behind me. I'm like, what's going on? So you can see that it says we will email you when ready. The generation can take up to 30 minutes. We will email you when the clips are ready. So that is different than what it was saying before. Now that that's rolling, I'm going to leave that there. If we go over here to my account and I think we go to news. News is where StreamYard kind of drops some of the things that they have been rolling out. And so they're talking about some of the product updates, flawlessly plan and execute every part of your live stream with scenes. This was one of the videos that we did. Another one is AI clips just got smarter, better clips, more highlights. And so you can see what this looks like. All right, they're really going after several platforms with these new functions and features. And so we'll be doing a video on AI clips. Let's just read through the blurb here. We've upgraded AI clips feature to deliver better, more engaging video highlights that are perfect for sharing. Our improved AI model now selects the most interesting, high impact moments with greater accuracy, so you get more high quality clips that truly capture the best parts of your content. Experience sharper selections, automatic vertical formatting. That's a huge piece, and that's what I'm going to be highlighting in the video, and built-in captions for more ready-to-share moments than ever before. Plus, AI Clips now supports multiple languages, ensuring creators worldwide can take full advantage of these powerful improvements. As before, AI Clips are available on the Core plan and above. So Core plan and above. So a number of people have been asking me what's going on with the pricing on StreamYard. They've been changing things up. Can you talk about that a little bit? And I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know what to say. They've been changing things up. It definitely was not this. It was not this. When we talked about the price hike, this was not what the price hike was, but they've come all the way back down. They've kind of almost back to what it was. I mean, the Core plan wasn't quite this, but anyway, you get the idea. I mean, people were, the lowest plan was somewhere around this top price here, this $88 price. That was the lowest plan. And now all of a sudden we've got a $35 plan that includes a number of features. Now your team's plan is still way up there. Business plan, they never had a price for that. But this is what the pricing looks like currently from StreamYard. And they did add 4K local recording on the advanced plan. And that's actually my current plan, but I don't plan to renew when it's up. When it's up. All right, let's get a couple of comments. And I think we got two questions. Besides sensor size, what is the difference between less and more expensive mirrorless 4K cameras, i.e. M43? Okay. This is a good question. Let me go back over here. All right. So what is it? Now I want to say this. You're conflating two different things, I think. Yeah. And maybe you're not. Maybe you just kind of worded the question differently. But the crop has nothing to do with 4K or non-4K. If you can have a crop sensor on a 4K camera, and you can have a crop sensor on a non-4K camera. Not all 4K cameras are full frame. Some are 4K, some are 1080p. That combination kind of can go anywhere. So I wanted to clarify, just want to make sure that part is clear for those who are listening. Not all cameras are, not all 4K cameras are full frame. I want to make that clear. You can have a 4K camera that has a crop sensor, like the one I'm using now, the Sony a6400, or even, I don't see the ZV-E10 right now, but I do have one here. Hold on. So this is my new best friend. I'm gonna go back to full screen in just a second, but this is my new best friend. It is the Sony FX3. This is my new best friend. Let me go back to my full screen here. The Sony FX3. Oh, how I love this camera. I haven't even showed it off yet. So you have forced me to show off the camera. You see, you forced me to do that, but my bad. I said FX3. I should have said FX30. And that actually brings me to my next point. What's the difference between the FX3 and the FX30 other than, about $1,500 or maybe even $2,000 in price? What's different is that this camera, the FX30, has a crop sensor. It has a couple of other things as well, but that's the big difference between the two, is that this has a crop sensor and the FX3 is full frame. Crop sensor, FX30, full frame, FX3. This camera, however, is 4K and it's gorgeous. I mean, really, really gorgeous video, gorgeous capture. I mean, especially here on the gimbal, it does such a phenomenon. Like, oh my word, some of the videos I've been able to capture with this thing. I actually have a shoot this evening at 6 where I'll be using this camera yet again. I'll probably swap out the 16mm lens for the 30mm just to get that bokeh. I love that 30mm for the bokeh. But yeah, this camera does a phenomenal job, but I would have to stand further back. I would have to stand further back in order to get the same shot as somebody with the FX3, because that's the difference. The crop sensor is cropped in. You'll still get 4K, but that 4K is cropped. And so you just want to keep that distinction in mind. And hopefully that makes sense, Doc Bashara. And I thank you for the question, because it gave me an opportunity to show off my new best friend. Jim Lawyer has a comment as well. He says, are there other platforms that have AI clips functionality or a website that does it? So StreamYard, I want to say StreamYard is the only one that does that. Let me go to this girl. Live slide. Okay. I want to say StreamYard is the only one that has that baked in. Nope. Riverside also has it baked in. Riverside has it baked in as well, so you can do it there. But neither of them are as good as Opus. Opus clip, and I have that on screen right now. You can see one long video, 10 viral clips. This, in my opinion, they are the king of the heap when it comes down to cutting down long form content into short form content. And if you use that link that I just dropped in the chat, they will give me a little something for that, and I will appreciate it if you use my link. If not, it's all good, but you know where you heard it from is all I'm saying. So, but yes, Opus is one, Jim, that you could definitely use, that is not attached to any streaming platform or anything like that. It is its own individual site. Yeah, Michael Drummond says Veed has it as well. Actually, I am a big user of Taja.ai, and surprised that the site wasn't already up. But yeah, it's weird. I thought I was already on there. But I am a big fan of Taja. Oh, look, I actually had Taja cutting down some clips for me earlier today. So here you go. That's Taja right there. And let's see, a couple of clips. It gives you it gives you the description, and it even has in the description where to watch the full video. It has some tags. It gives you a title, should you be an entrepreneur, with the little thing on there. So it does all the things for you as well. I use Taja because it suggests title and description. TAJA is the platform. And again, if you want to, I mean, if you're ever wondering what's Kirk's link for something, it's gonna be kirkrnugent.live/that thing. So TAJA is the name of this platform, and so I just put that link in there as well. So, but yeah, Taja I use it. The number one thing I use Taja for. Let me open this in another tab because I don't want to lose that one. The number one thing I use Taja for. Take a look at this. This is a video I did for Breathe Podcast. It's a podcast that it drops every Monday. It gives me the title. It gives me the description. And this description is pulling directly from the content that's in the video. It gives me a full transcript of the video itself. It gives me a number of options for me to choose from in terms of titles. And it gives me some tags that I can use in the tag section. One of the top reasons I love Taja is that it gives me the chapters. And sometimes I need to, kind of fine tune. I mean, I think with all AI, you kind of have to come up with your own thing. Sometimes I have to kind of fine tune it a little bit. But this has been clutch for me. And they have recently added the functionality to be able to do the clips. So I can now cut down clips with Taja. I still believe that Opus is probably the better one to do it. And with Opus, you can edit the video. You can kind of adjust the clip a little bit to the exact point, you know, in and out points. Maybe AI didn't, but I will say Opus really does a really great job. But there are some times where you're like, I'd like to include a little bit more or a little less, that kind of thing. You have the ability to do that with Opus. So a lot of different options for you to look at. I like to try and get as much bang for my buck as I can. So that's why I'm kind of rocking with Taja right now, because I really like the ability to get chapters, full transcript of the video, suggestions for the topic, the title and the description. Those come in real clutch for me. And then the added benefit of having some of these other pieces is cool as well. I will say that Taja has, you can see the transcript of the video there. Taja has this thumbnail generator. It is not good. Well, let me say, I haven't tested it in a little bit. So maybe I need to test it out again to really be able to answer that or say that with a little more confidence. Now, I think we've stalled long enough. All of these clips that we generated with StreamYard have completed. So let's take a look at them. I'm going to gotta add in a microphone. So let's go with the mic for Ecamm and let's pull it down some and let's see if this is actually, let's see what StreamYard's new AI clip generator came up with. But I love the quote because it says, always believe. That's not, I don't see the audio coming through. So let's see what we got here. And we got the mic for Ecamm is included. I don't know. It's okay. Let's put that back on. All right, we got those on. Let's try that one more time. Oh, okay. All right. Let's add that back in. Okay, it is working now. But of course, now that it is working, I can't hear it because you guys can. All right, let's play that. Something wonderful is about to happen. Okay, but I love the quote because it says, always believe that something wonderful is about to happen. I mean, if you get that into your spirit today, if you allow that to permeate every aspect of your life, I'm actually skipping towards the end by saying this, it will change your outlook. So let me say it again. Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen. That's good. And so here's what I have to ask you. I don't want to, but I have to ask you, what's your definition of wonderful? Ooh. What's your definition? I like it. Of wonderful. Merriam-Webster says, wonderful is defined as inspiring delight, pleasure, or admiration. Extremely good, marvelous. Ooh. Inspiring. This is really good. Pleasure or admiration. Extremely good, marvelous. Did you know that we each get to decide and categorize experiences as either wonderful, extraordinary, or normal, mundane, and given? That's gold. Oh man. I gotta tell you, I am impressed. I am impressed. The story is told of two farmers. I am impressed. That desperately needed rain. Both of them prayed for rain, and one went and started preparing his field. Ooh, that's good. Which one do you really think expected the rain? Expectation causes a person to prepare. Ooh, I'm going to have to use this. You believe wonderful is about to happen, And it's on brand because it has the purple.
Show me what you're preparing for.
Y'all see this?
Show us what you're preparing for. Are your bags packed?
Oh gosh.
Do you believe the promotion is in your future? Are you putting aside space because your community group is about to blow up? Do you have capacity in your live stream? If thousands show up, are you preparing for that? Are you preparing for no one to show up? Show me what you're preparing for.
Dang, we did this, y'all.
And that'll tell me what you are expecting.
Show me what you're preparing for. That was good.
I challenge you to take your guards down, to tear down the walls that fear and disappointment have erected around your heart, and allow today's quote to get deep down inside and watch it impact your life.
Woo. Now it cut at a I feel like it cut a little prematurely there. I don't know. I'm trying to see, is there a way to edit? You can edit the title, but you have to just put them in there. But you can hit edit and repurpose. I can do video shorts and reels, and I can, kind of set it up to do that. But anyway, you guys get the point. I don't want to beat a dead horse, and I see some other comments have come in as well. Let me see what we got here. Does Opus give the chapters? No, at least not that I'm aware of. I've not seen that. So that's why I rock with Taja, because, so to be clear, Taja added the clip thing. That wasn't a part of what they were doing originally. They added that, but Opus, that is their bread and butter. That was their original things. Like, we cut down long form content into viral moments from the video. And so they do a really good job at that. I always like to tell people that, the kind of the origin of a particular platform, because it does have bearing in terms of, whether or not you should use it. It has bearing on whether or not, how a platform arrives at the services that they provide is critical for us to know as consumers. When you know that Restream's original bread and butter was to take your feed from whatever your streaming platform was, and at the time it was mainly like OBS and Zoom, but they would take that feed and they would stream it to all the destinations. When you know that was their original business model, they added the live studio after the fact, then you get a sense of, oh, okay, so they're really good at this piece. They've added this piece later. And so it's the same for Opus and Taja. Opus, their original reason, and they've basically stayed with it, is that they cut down long form content into short form content. So they do that very well. Whereas Taja actually, their original thing was giving you a couple of options for the title of your video, a couple of options for your description, giving you chapters, and giving you tags that you can use. That was their original. Now they've since added thumbnails, which is not really good, and they've added clips that is getting better and better every day. And you have to understand, of course, all of these things are using AI, and it will get better. We just showcased in today's coaching corner that StreamYard had this AI clip thing for a while, but it wasn't that great. But what I just saw today, I am impressed. StreamYard, those are some really good clips. I'm going to download those and use each and every one of them. I think that's going to be awesome. So definitely something to consider. Definitely something to think through as you come through and do some of your stuff. All right, Balbashar says, I asked because I use a Lumix G7 and was wondering if I need to upgrade to a Sony ZV-E10 or something similar for more versatility. I didn't realize that was actually playing. My apologies. For more versatility, should I decide to improve or do more than talking head videos? Okay. So it's a great question, Doc. but the ZV-E10 is a crop sensor. The ZV-E10 is a crop sensor, whereas your Lumix G7 is also a crop sensor. So I don't know, I can't remember if the Lumix G7 is 4K. I think it is. Yeah, it's a 4K camera. So you would be switching from, it'd just be basically switching from one company or ecosystem to another, but they're basically the same. The crop factor is going to be different on every camera, but they're both crop sensors. I mean, actually, if we give them the proper term, these cameras, the crop sensor cameras, are what we call micro four thirds, right? MFTs, right? They are a 4/3 sensor. That's a crop sensor. So it's not a full frame. Full frame, like the Sony a7 IV, woo, that's a gorgeous camera, but it is expensive. The FX3, gorgeous camera. It is expensive. And I know that Lumix has a couple of full frame cameras as well, but I would say the differentiator, all right, when you're talking about, if I want to use, okay, this is a great example, Doc. I just want to thank you, because I'm going to end right here on this particular point. But if you are looking to do more than talking head videos, the ZV-E10 actually does not have IBIS, meaning it doesn't have in-body image stabilization, IBIS. It doesn't have in-body image stabilization. So it's not a great vlogging camera unless you use Catalyst Browse, and that's a whole nightmare that I will not put upon anyone. This is the reason why this is my new best friend, because the stabilization on it is such that I don't even need the gimbal. I can handhold the thing and the footage looks really steady, but it's still a crop sensor. So what does a crop really mean? And I think, there's so many different conversations around this. I want to couch my answer by saying, this is Kirk's perspective. There are others who will argue you down to the death, saying you gotta have full frame. To me, the difference is just that you got to step back. It's the difference between a 16 millimeter lens that's wide, like the one that I'm shooting on right now, and let me go to this other one. This is I don't even know what lens this is, but it's just that you got to move back some. I hope that makes sense. It isn't so much a quality issue. It is that there are some differences depending on what camera you're talking about, but from a just strictly picture standpoint, 4K on both of your devices. You got the Lumix G7, you got the ZV-E10, you got the FX30. They're all 3 4K cameras, but they're all MFTs, micro four thirds, meaning they're cropped in. What does that mean? You got to go back if you want to get more of the image. That's it. The 16 millimeter lens on a cropped sensor is going to be different than what it looks like on a full frame. So keep that in mind. And I hope that is helpful for you, because that is a really great question. One that many people kind of struggle with. So I'm excited that you were able to ask that. And I'm just sharing my perspective. And again, you do some research, do some homework. You're going to see some stuff out there. Michael Flemons, thank you so much for being with us. It's amazing. Opus has taken my shorts to another level. I go live once a week and I can post clips daily with Opus clips with minimal editing. Yes. And that's exactly what I recommend for folks. If you have a lot of long form content, go back through it with platforms like Opus and just post as much as you can. Did StreamYard give you the clip viral ratings in the same way as Opus Clips does? No, it didn't. It did not give me the viral ratings, and it only gave me a very basic title. It didn't necessarily give me a description either. So it's lacking where that's concerned. But that's a good question. Let me go back to the screen real quick. Yeah, this is what it looks like. And no, it did not give me any of those things. Let me go back here. Let's go to that. All right, my music. But yeah, it did not give me any of those things. It just gave me the title. So if I click this,
But
pause that, I have this title up here at the top, but I don't have anything else. See options, autoplay, picture in picture. No, there's nothing here. All you can do, I mean, I can edit the title, but I don't want to edit the title. I want it to give me a good title. So anyway, but that's what you get from StreamYard, and that's okay. I mean, again, not their bread and butter. They're a streaming platform that's trying to add on this repurposing functionality. StreamYard is trying to basically say, create your content with us. They want to be a content creation platform, not just live streaming, not just recording, not just podcast. They want you to be able to edit. They want you to be able to do all the things. Riverside, very similar in the way that they do. You can record your content with Riverside, but you can edit your content Riverside. And Riverside's, they do, I don't know if they give you a score, but they do give you, fairly a lot more robust information for the clips that they cut down. All right, we got a couple more comments and then I'm gonna run. Let's see what we got here. David, full frame, APS-C, and micro four thirds. There you go. Yeah, APS-C is also crop. Simply Ball Drop Podcast says, there he is, hands down, best production on YouTube. Thank you so much for being with us, sir. Always appreciate you. Always appreciate you. The quality is the same is the answer I was looking for. Yeah, I figured, Doc. Quality is going to be the same. Let me say differently. I am a fan of the Lumix G7. I really like it. I am not a fan of the autofocus. I think Sony, where autofocus is concerned, Sony beats the pants off of Lumix. But that picture quality on the Lumix, when you get that set right, when you got it dialed in, I can always tell when somebody's using a Lumix just by the way that their video shows up on live. Well, let me say, if they're using a Lumix and Ecamm, I can always tell. If you're using StreamYard, even whatever, yeah, I don't know. There's just, you just have to recognize that there's a limitation on the amount of quality you're going to be able to get from a web-based streaming platform. That's just the truth of it, y'all. And if you're using these platforms to record your content, you just got to know that you're going to take a hit on quality. That's all. But yeah, to answer your question, Dr. Bashara, there is no difference. They're going to be the same. But that's it for me. That's it for me for today, y'all. I think we've had a great time. I'm thanking you all for coming through and hanging out with us. It was a great one. Doc Bashara, I hope that you sent your email already. I'm going to be checking. Send your address and your shirt size to Kirk R. Nugent, not Kirk R. Nugent, info@howitallworks.com. info@howitallworks.com. Let's go back to the screen so you can see that. That's the t-shirt that Doc Bashara has won. For those of you who don't want to wait on winning a t-shirt, you can go over to the page and go ahead and grab one for yourself. So that's what it is. We're excited about that. Fam, I'm going to leave you with right where we started. Every day, every week, you want to plan in to your regular rhythm, your regular schedule, times that you can be learning, times that you're going to be in the student chair where you are looking at things that you haven't seen before. You want to plan in time for you to poke around, to test, to Google some stuff, figure out some answers, do some comparisons. Man, get into your streaming platform and use that function or feature that you've never used before. Maybe you may think of an idea or an innovative way to utilize that feature in your regular shows or in your content that you've never done it that way before. When we sit in the student's chair, we learn. And the more we learn, the more we see learning opportunities everywhere. I think that's absolutely awesome. I had a comment from somebody earlier and I think I missed it. Oh, this is the one. It's from Jared Gibson. And he says, Kirk, your energy on the summit was crazy. Enjoyed the presentation. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. I really, really, truly appreciate that. Thank you for your comment. I don't know if you're gone already. And it just occurred to me as I was getting ready to close it out that you were sharing that. And the reason why I wanted to bring up your comment as I'm getting ready to close is because even while I'm live right now, I still have the Digital Stage Summit up. I'm still checking out the current speaker. I'm still kind of eavesdropping on what's going on because I want to ensure that in my regular schedule, in my regular rhythm, I have regular opportunities where I am the student and I get to learn. I was a speaker at that conference this morning where I shared on storytelling and storytelling best practices. And I gave a formula on and how the have you ever and slash if you're like me formula. I shared all that stuff in my session today. And then I turned around and I attended 3 sessions back to back right after my session. Why? Because I planned my day that way. I want to learn. I want to push myself out of my comfort zone. I want to innovate. I want to get to the next level. I am just acutely aware of the fact that I don't know everything. And so my MO has to be one of I'm a learner. And as I learn it, I share it with you. As I learn it, I put it into practice. As I learn it, I teach it to someone else because that makes the impression deeper. Learning is not something that we have to do. It is something that we get to do. And learning is a choice. I challenge you today to put time for learning on your calendar. It's your boy Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher. Thankful for your time and attention today. We're going to do more of these member streams where we get a chance to do some giveaways. And I want to encourage some of you, if you haven't already, and if you have received value from this content, that you go ahead and hit that blue join button there on YouTube. Thank you yet again for your time and attention. Cannot do this without you. Just want to close it out with a quick word of prayer. And as we say goodbye, Father, thank you for your love, your grace, and your mercy. You are here in this place. And for those that have been rocking with me for the hour and change that we've been live today, I pray that you would pour out blessings and favor upon them and their channel and their content and all what they intend to do with the information that has been shared. Make us lifelong learners, I pray, oh God, for we've asked it in your precious name. Amen. Grace and peace, fam. Remember that going live changes lives, and the life that changes when you go live just might be your own. Later.